The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. More than half of the 10 billion peso fund for the victims of Typhoon Odette will be released before year-end. Acting Budget Secretary Tina Canda says 1 billion pesos had been released yesterday, while another 1 billion pesos from the Office of the President's Contingency Fund will be released today. 4 billion pesos, meanwhile, will be taken from the government's Quick Response Fund. The remaining 4 billion pesos will come from the 2022 national budget. Canda says the funds can be used as early as January 3 once the President signs the budget bill into law.
Bali, next year na yung 4 billion pesos. Pag hindi kasi napirmahan ng budget natin at reenacted, ang mangyayari naman dyan, very unique ang sistema ng Pilipinas. Pwede tayong mag-release from a reenacted budget corresponding to the requirements of the calamity.
Typhoon hit residents in Cebu made sure to keep up with Christmas celebrations despite the destruction caused by Odette. Mon Gualvez with the story.
Victims of Typhoon Odette in Cebu came up with their own little ways to celebrate Christmas this year. Among them is Lisa Escasinas, who prepared 4 cans of sardines, dried fish, and rice for their Noche Buena. Lisa said this rather simple feast came from the relief goods they received.
Kahit na nahihirapin kami, sir, kailangan kasi namin magpakatatag para sa mga anak namin.
Using 3 branches and a broken water dispenser, they also created a Christmas tree beside their makeshift tent along the coast to feel the holiday spirit. Ray, on the other hand, continued working, fixing broken car machines to have a little bit of income for the holidays. Ray said that he will use this money to buy a gift for his firstborn child who will celebrate his birthday this month.
Kahit ganito yung nangyari sa amin, happy naman kami na kompleto kami.
After employees of Signal and TV5 pulled in money for Ray and Lisa, we were able to buy them grocery packages for Christmas. Some passengers and truck drivers who are patiently waiting in this pier in Cebu City received some sandwiches and water from the Alagang Kapatid Foundation.
Binibigay namin to sa mga na-stranded at saka nakapila sa pier. And para kasi hindi na sila makaalis eh. Ni pag-ihi, sabi nga lang, hindi kami makaalis sir eh. So baka maagawan sa pila.
The Alagang Kapatid Foundation, together with the Naval Reservists from Eastern Visayas, crossed the sea just to reach Olango Island.
Sa ngayon sir, napakahalaga po ng mga tulong na matanggap namin galing sa different agencies, national agencies dahil sa ngayon mahirap talaga mag-transport ng any goods from the mainland.
They've been weathered by the typhoon, but Cebuanos still flock churches and make sure they hear Mass just like here in Basilica Minore del Santo Niño in Cebu. It just proved that Cebuanos have still known for their deep faith and devotion to Señor Santo Niño. Almost every mass goer here had damaged homes or are still having a really hard time with the scarce water and power supply. But they still didn't miss going to church with their families.
Nalangin po na maka-recover agad kasi sa hirap ng panahon ngayon, kailangan po natin lumaban para po sa kinabukasan ng pamilya po.
Aside from the masses, people also go to church these days to avail of the free charging station here. The Basilica was also hit by a power outage, but they made it a point to keep their generators running.
In spite of these challenges, in spite of this darkness, in the end, we could see light.
For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Government officials appeal to the public to give this year's Metro Manila Film Festival a chance. MMDA Chairman Benhur Abalos shrugged off claims that the film fest flopped on its opening day. He insists that moviegoers are still being cautious in going outside amid the pandemic.
Naninibago pa ang tao eh. Dahil parang from almost 2 years na nasa bahay ka. But what is important here is that right now, expected din naman namin tong hindi ganun kamukha ng mga pre-pandemic. Pero at least nakakaroon ng tiwala sa ating sinihan. May mga nanonood na. Ito yung magandang panimula na rin.
MMFF spokesperson Noel Ferrer also told Radio 5 that sales from the opening day alone already reached 1/3 of the total online gross last year. Ferrer added that most viewers were also hoping for more kid-friendly films in this year's lineup.
kami rin naman, naghintay kami sa kanila sa mga entries nila, pero ang katotohanan, hindi sila nakashoot during the pandemic. Hindi sila nakapag-submit ng mga pelikula. So kaya kung ano yung naihain sa atin ngayon, yun nga yung meron tayo sa Metro Manila Film Fest. Yun, parang suportahan na lang natin.
More stories after this short break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Jess De Los Santos. The Health Department logs 318 new COVID-19 infections today, although a majority came from backlogs. The caseload still stands at above 2.8 million, some 9,000 of which are still active. The virus killed 11 more patients, pushing the nationwide death toll to more than 51,200. Survivors are now at 2.7 million, with 255 new recoveries reported today. 166 came from the case count after validation. More than 2% of some 14,000 tests recently conducted yielded positive results. 26 laboratories were not able to submit data. Here's a quick look at today's other top stories. OCTA reports a slight uptick in COVID-19 cases in NCR, but notes that the capital is at low risk for the virus. The group says there's no need to panic yet, although compliance to health protocols should be emphasized. Senate President Tito Sotto says the signing of the proposed 2022 national budget, initially set for tomorrow, has been postponed. Acting Budget Secretary Tina Kanda earlier said that the president is expected to veto some items. And some oil companies have announced a price rollback on petroleum products effective tomorrow. Diesel prices will see 65 centavo per liter rollback, while a 20 centavo price cut is expected for gasoline. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Jess De Los Santos. We are One News.